Northern Michigan has some of the best waterfront towns in the entire country, but figuring out which one fits your budget best may seem impossible. I'm about to save you months of research by breaking down exactly which towns my clients are moving to based on each price point. From Gaylord's Alpine Charm to Wallow Lake's luxury waterfront homes, I'll tell you what other agents won't, exactly where your money goes the furthest, based on what real buyers are choosing today. The surprising truth, some of the most popular waterfront towns in Northern Michigan are actually the most affordable. And before we get started, let me explain how I'm going to break down Northern Michigan into 4 individual price brackets. I have found that this approach actually helps my clients narrow down their options and what they can expect to get in each price point based on just searching the internet. The 4 price points we're going to look at today are what I find to be the 4 most popular price points when someone is searching for a home in Northern Michigan. We're gonna start with entry level, which is everything up to $300,000. There's what I call the move up market, which is between $300,000 and $500,000. And then the second level move up market, which is from $500,000 to $750,000. And finally, we're gonna finish with $750,000 and above, which I believe to be the luxury market in Northern Michigan. Now, I understand that $750,000 doesn't get you a luxury home everywhere in Northern Michigan, but it certainly does in some areas. So make sure you stick around to find out which ones. The first price point we're going to talk about is up to $300,000. This is truly the entry level price bracket in Northern Michigan. And now, while we talk so often about how expensive homes are getting and how many towns have a $500,000 plus median home price, there are still a lot of options in the $300,000 and under range in Northern Michigan. Now, these homes might need a little work and might be outside of a downtown area, but they are still a great way to find your footprint in Northern Michigan. And let's face it, no matter where you live in Northern Michigan, you still get to experience the Northern Michigan lifestyle year round. Now, once you move up from the $300,000 price range into the $300,000 to $500,000 price range, I believe this is truly the sweet spot for Northern Michigan. What's interesting about the $300,000 to $500,000 price range is you get a good mix of entry level and move up, which I find very interesting. There are a lot of people, given the parameters that they're looking for, find that $300,000 to $500,000 actually is their entry level. And there are also people who have owned a home here for a while who maybe purchased it for $150,000 and now it's worth $300,000, who want to sell that home and move up to the next level, which we typically find is right around that $500,000 range. Also, when you move up from $300,000 to $500,000, you open up a lot more possibilities for yourself. Suddenly, areas like Petoskey and even Traverse City come into play. And what's nice about living in those towns is you get the amenities of a bigger city while still enjoying the Northern Michigan charm. And once you start looking in the $500,000 to $750,000 price range, that is where things start to get really interesting. You start to actually see waterfront options. Now, maybe you won't be on Little Traverse Bay, but there are tons of smaller lakes and bodies of water in Northern Michigan that you can actually find homes on from $500,000 to $750,000. We have tons of gorgeous inland lakes and bays, and I often tell people that when you're living on the water in Northern Michigan, whether you're living on the most expensive lake or the most affordable lake, you often get the same lakefront experience. You still get to drive your boat from your backyard, you still get to play on the jet skis, and the kids can still jump off the dock no matter what lake you choose to live on. When you cross into the $500,000 to $750,000 range, not only do you get waterfront options, but you also get some great downtown options. Places like Petoskey and even Traverse City have great options in the $500,000 to $750,000 range that allow you to enjoy city living by walking to shops and restaurants at your leisure. Now, once you cross into the $750,000 and above, that's a little bit more of an ambiguous price range than the others. At $750,000, you can start to look at luxury homes in a lot of communities. Now, the tricky part about saying $750,000 and above is the above can be quite high. We have had several $10 million plus sales in Northern Michigan. And if that is you, I would love to show you how far your money goes in Northern Michigan compared to other luxury spots. I will say this. If you can cross into the $750,000 or above price range in Northern Michigan, you really have the pick of the litter. you should be able to find exactly what you're looking for. And again, may even be surprised at how much more bang for your buck you get in that price range in this area than you would in much larger cities. Remember, these prices reflect the median sale price in each area, meaning you'll find properties both above and below the ranges we talked about today. I've actually had clients recently find some tremendous deals in the premium areas of Northern Michigan. And I've also had some clients build custom homes in the more affordable areas and everything in between. The key is knowing exactly what you want and what trade-offs you're willing to make. So let's talk about the price breakdowns and explore the specific towns in each category. I think you'll be surprised at some of the hidden gems and exceptional values at each price point. And speaking of hidden gems, you'll be amazed at what you can find from $300,000 to $500,000. But before I reveal which town gives you the most bang for your buck, let's look at where you can expect to live for under $300,000. Now, of course, there are quite a few options at this price point in Northern Michigan. And that's because our home prices are generally more affordable than other areas. I've got 3 towns who have median sale prices under $300,000 that my clients have found homes in recently. Let's start with my personal favorite, Gaylord. Gaylord currently has a median sale price of just $288,000. And if you ask me, I think we're going to see that go up a lot over the next 5 years. A lot of my clients recently have chose Gaylord just because there is so much bang for your buck there. It's located right off of I-75. It's known as the Golf Mecca, has great skiing and great snowmobiling in the winter months. And if you love snow, you're going to love Gaylord because they get around 200 inches of snow every year, making it a winter wonderland. Now, of course, Gaylord isn't only fun in the winter, it is also a great place to be in the summer as well. With its close proximity to the Pigeon River Forest, there are a ton of outdoor options that you can enjoy in Gaylord. One of my favorite communities in Northern Michigan is located in Gaylord, and it's called Getaway. It has a great clubhouse, a restaurant, a golf course, and even waterfront access. And what I love about the community the most is it blends the 2 types of houses together. Whether you want a luxury home or a starter home, you're going to love looking in Getaway. Also, if you like living downtown, Gaylord has some charming historic homes that are just a short walk from the downtown stretch. And one thing that may surprise you about Gaylord is they have a lot of big box stores. They have some chain restaurants and some stores that you can't find anywhere else in Northern Michigan. Now, if you think Gaylord's mix of affordable living and outdoor recreation is impressive, wait until you hear about our next town. We're talking about Houghton Lake, whose median sale price comes in at $195,000. And a fun fact about Houghton Lake is it's centered around the largest inland lake in Michigan. This area is perfect for waterfront living and is a fraction of the price that you can expect to pay on some of the more popular inland lakes. Houghton Lake is very popular for both vacationers and retirees. Overall, you'll find a good mix of year-round residents as well as seasonal homes. This area truly offers the quintessential up north experience. I think Houghton Lake is a great option if you want to experience Northern Michigan, but not break the bank. And let me tell you, this area really transforms with the seasons. Summer brings boating and fishing tournaments, while winter kicks off with Tip Up Town USA, which is basically a huge winter festival. The lake freezes and the ice shanties pop up, turning it into a little ice shanty village, which is truly something to see. Now, housing around Houghton Lake varies widely. The North Shore and East Bay tend to have more year-round residents, and the South Shore has more of those classic cottages that you would expect to see on the lake. What's interesting is how many waterfront homes are available under $300,000, which is truly becoming more rare in Northern Michigan. One thing to know about Houghton Lake is it is more isolated from services than other areas in Northern Michigan. The nearest hospital is in Grayling, which is about 30 minutes away. But for many people, that's part of the charm. If you want to live in Northern Michigan on the water for a very affordable price, and you're not afraid of being a little bit off the beaten path, Houghton Lake could be great for you. As amazing as the sub $300,000 homes are for outdoor enthusiasts and those seeking affordable living in Northern Michigan, it is just the beginning of what Northern Michigan has to offer. But before I tell you, if this content is your type of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Myself and my team put a ton of work into making these videos to save you tons of time in your search for a home in Northern Michigan. And by hitting the subscribe button, you become part of this growing community. Every week, I publish videos about the best areas of Northern Michigan the hidden gems, and more. So hit the subscribe button so you never miss out. Moving up to our next price bracket, the $300,000 to $500,000 range. I've got 4 towns that I'm going to run through with you. First is Traverse City. Now I know you might be surprised that Traverse City made this list, as certain neighborhoods in Traverse City can be much pricier. But the median price range for the entire city of Traverse City is $435,000. This area is popular for people that want to live in northern Michigan but don't want to give up all of the amenities of a larger city. The city is split up between the west side and the east side, with the west side generally commanding higher prices. What makes Traverse City special are the urban amenities: restaurants, shops, art, healthcare, while still being minutes from the beaches, wineries, and their charming downtown. Breaking down the neighborhoods in Traverse City in this price point, we've got the Old Mission Peninsula, which is basically right up the center of Traverse City. What's really cool about the peninsula, and I guess any peninsula, is that there are water on both sides. Now you can find a home in this price range on Old Mission Peninsula, but if you want to be on the water, you're gonna have to spend a little bit more. Another great option in Traverse City at this price point is the Slabtown District, a quirky, fun area that is located just steps from downtown. You've got Traverse City Heights on the east side, where your dollar stretches much further, and the Oak Park neighborhood, which is super popular with families. Next in this price range is Petoskey. Petoskey's median price range at the recording of this video is $411,000. Does that surprise you? Homes in the famous Gaslight District of downtown Petoskey offer a blend of historic charm and modern amenities. Right from your front door, you can walk downtown to one of the great shops or restaurants in downtown Petoskey. What's unique about Petoskey is its setting on the hillside overlooking Little Traverse Bay, offering stunning water views from many neighborhoods. When it comes to homes, you'll find everything from Victoria-era homes to homes downtown that have been completely restored. The Bayview Association is particularly interesting. It's a national historic landmark with over 400 cottages. Next, we have Charlevoix with a median price of $365,000. Charlevoix is known for its unique mushroom houses designed by Earl Young, its picturesque harbor, and homes right on Lake Charlevoix. What makes this town special is its location between Lake Charlevoix and Lake Michigan. The downtown is vibrant year-round, and the community hosts numerous festivals and events every year. It's popular with those seeking a balance of small charm, and tons of activities. The housing market in Charlevoix is fascinating just because how varied it is. Neighborhoods like the Belvedere Club and the Chicago Club are historic associations. They also come with some stringent architectural guidelines. Then you have places like Fair Avenue with its stately homes dating back to the lumber baron era. Charlevoix offers that rare combination of natural beauty and architectural interest. One of my personally favorite things about Charlevoix is the channel that runs between Round Lake and Lake Michigan that during the summer has a constant stream of boats. There are also a couple of places that you can have lunch or drink a glass of wine and watch the boats go through the channel. Now, Charlevoix may have the beautiful homes on the water and charming downtown, but our next town may have an even more exclusive reputation. I'm talking about Harbor Springs, where the median home price is $453,000. This town is known for its beautifully protected harbor and historic downtown, offering a range of houses from waterfront to in town to even in the country. Harbor Springs has a much more intimate feel than some of the larger northern Michigan towns. It maintains a sense of both privacy and exclusivity while still being incredibly welcoming. The community is known for its sailing heritage and being home to 2 of the best ski resorts in the Midwest, Boyne Highlands and Nubs Knob. One thing that I think makes Harbor Springs truly special is your ability to enjoy all 4 seasons. A lot of people actually like the winter in Harbor Springs more than the summer in Harbor Springs. Now, they might be in the minority, but that is just how special Harbor Springs is year-round. I personally think Harbor Springs has the best 4-season experience. In the summer, you of course get boating, swimming, and just enjoying the water. In the fall, you get the tunnel of trees and checking out Pine Hill Farm and maybe doing a little pumpkin bowling. The winter, of course, is known for skiing. Harbor Springs has some tremendous ski hills. In the spring, everything seems to just come back to life and the golf courses start to open again. One of the more popular neighborhoods in Harbor Springs is Birchwood Farms. This is a great development centered around a golf course. In fact, your HOA dues even include golfing, and they have houses in there ranging from $200,000 to $2 million plus. And there are even some brand new construction being built in there right now. And as impressive as the homes that you can get in the $300,000 to $500,000 bracket are, Wait until you see what's next. Moving to our third category, the $500,000 to $750,000 category, we have two incredible towns. First, let's talk about Glen Arbor, where the median sale price is $675,000. Glen Arbor is located between Lake Michigan and Glen Lake. It's actually adjacent to the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lake Forest, which was named the most beautiful place in America by Good Morning America. What makes Glen Arbor special is its unmatched beauty. The surrounding landscape offers endless outdoor recreational opportunities. The town itself has a casual artistic vibe with galleries and unique shops. It's ideal for those prioritizing natural beauty and outdoor activities. The real estate here varies from classic waterfront cottages to modern homes designed to take in the expansive views. Glen Arbor truly comes alive in the summertime, but as of late has been developing a more year-round vibe. The M22 wine trail and breweries provide entertainment in the shoulder seasons, and the Crystal River offers world-class kayaking. Winter brings cross-country skiing and snowshoeing through pristine forests. Local institutions like Arts Tavern in the Cherry Republic anchor the community through all seasons. One of my favorite things to do is to go to Cherry Republic and try the free samples. What attracts people here though is its authentic, unpretentious character combined with natural beauty. The nearby Leelanau State Park offers hiking in the historic Grand Traverse Lighthouse with several excellent restaurants, a well-stocked grocery store, and a surprisingly robust year-round calendar. Glen Arbor offers small-town living with unexpected sophistication. Northport is my personal favorite gem in this price range. With a median sale price of $720,000, it is located at the tip of the Leelanau Peninsula. Northport combines a working harbor with an artistic community. The marina has been completely renovated in the last couple of years, making it a great destination for boaters. The housing market here also offers some unique opportunities. The North Point Club Colony offers homes from the early 1900s. Many are still owned by the same families after generations. Then there's the Village proper, which has a great mix of Victorian era homes and modern new construction. What's also unique about Northport is the availability of large parcels. That's something you just don't see a lot in Northern Michigan. Now, as stunning as these towns are, they're just an appetizer for our main course. Let me take you into Northern Michigan's most exclusive enclaves. Finally, let's look at our luxury market, which is considered everything $750,000 and above. In this category, we're talking about the most exclusive areas in Northern Michigan. First is Bay Harbor, with a median sale price of $1.4 million. Bay Harbor is a luxury planned community with a world-class yacht club and great golf courses. What makes Bay Harbor special is you can actually move in there and plug right into a new social network through the Bay Harbor Yacht Club. Now, when I say social network, I don't mean Facebook or Instagram. I'm talking about actually meeting people in real life. I think that's what makes Bay Harbor special, is they have so many activities that cause the local residents to get together and get to meet one another and make friendships. Also, they have tons of subgroups for people that like wine, boating, or even playing cards. Now, Bay Harbor has an interesting history. It was actually once a cement plant. The development spans 5 miles and is developed into over 30 different communities. Now, next we have an area that you've probably only seen from the shores. In fact, I have never been on Harbor Point. Harbor Point is one of the most exclusive neighborhoods in the entire Midwest, with a median sale price of over $2 million. And to be honest, a lot of those properties trade hands off the market. In fact, they are not allowed to even publish them on the MLS. The community features about 100 Victoria era cottages on 110 acres. Many are still owned by the same family for generations. What's remarkable about the Harbor Point Association is that it is virtually unchanged over the last 100 years. The association has very strict architectural guidelines, preserving the historic character of the community. Well, that wraps up our tour of homes in Northern Michigan at every price point. What I find the most unique about Northern Michigan is the different varying of housings here. You can buy a $100,000 house tucked away in the country or a $10 million modern waterfront masterpiece. If you're thinking about relocating to Northern Michigan, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can call me directly at 231-487-6141 or email me at gino@ginodangelo.com. After helping over 600 families with their real estate needs in Northern Michigan, I can help you no matter what your situation is. But before you go, if you're still curious about Northern Michigan, in the next video, I break down the best and worst towns in Northern Michigan. So if you're curious which ones I rank the best and worst, you're gonna have to stick around and watch the next video.